One new tire can destroy the all-wheel drive system in your Subaru. Not 4. 1. The limit is a tread difference of 2/32 of an inch. 2 credit cards stacked tinter differential starts grinding itself to. In the next few minutes, you'll get the exact number Subaru publishes, the reason the damage happens even when the car feels perfectly normal, what to do in the 3 situations every owner eventually faces, including the one where a $30 trick saves you a full set of tires, and a 20-second monthly check that makes the whole problem impossible. Let's start with why your Subaru is built differently from almost everything else in the parking lot. Most all-wheel drive crossovers are front-wheel drive cars wearing a costume, a RAV4, a CRV. Most of what's on the lot, they drive the front wheels, and only when the fronts slip does a clutch wake up and send power to the rear. 95% of the time, that system is asleep. Mismatched tires on those cars, the hardware barely notices because it's barely working. Now, put one smaller tire on that car. A worn tire is a smaller tire. Lose tread, lose circumference. A smaller tire has to spin faster to cover the same road. Your differentials are built to absorb speed differences in short bursts. That's cornering. That's normal. But a tire that's permanently smaller creates a speed difference that never goes away. The coupling doesn't get to rest after the turn. It slips and slips and slips on every straight mile of every commute. Let's make it concrete. The 225/65 R17 on a typical Outback or Forester turns about 707 times per mile. Put one brand new tire on a half-worn set, and that new tire is roughly 6/32 of an inch taller in tread. Doesn't sound like much. It works out to about 10 extra revolutions every single mile, 700 extra revolutions per hour at highway speed. That the clutch pack has to friction is heat. Heat is the enemy of everything inside that coupling. The fluid, the friction plates, the silicone in a viscous unit. These components are engineered for moments of slip, not 100% duty cycle. Running a mismatched set doesn't break your Subaru today. It sentences the coupling to death by 1,000 commutes, and you won't feel a thing until the damage is done. Then almost anyone realizes. The rule of thumb used in shops is 2/32 of an inch. Take a tread depth gauge, measure the center groove of your best tire and your worst tire, and if the difference is more than 2/32, the set is out of spec for a Subaru. That's the shop rule. Subaru's own guidance is stricter. Subaru specifies that all 4 tires stay within a 1/4 inch of rolling circumference of each other. Run the math backwards through the geometry, and a 1/4 inch of circumference is barely more than 1/32 of an inch of tread. That's the manufacturer of your car telling you the tolerance is about the thickness of a single credit card. The owner's manual backs it up in plain language. Same size, same brand, same construction, same tread pattern, and the same degree of wear. Why same brand and model, not just same size? Because the number on the sidewall is a category, not a measurement. 2 different tires stamped 225/65 R17 can differ in actual rolling circumference by more than Subaru's entire tolerance. Brand new, out of the box. If your Subaru whirs, the 4th corner gets the exact same Geoland R. Not the tire that's on sale. Same logic for winter tires. 4 of them, identical, always. Swapping a pair of winters onto one axle to save money puts a permanent front-to-rear mismatch straight through the center coupling. It's the same crime, arranged differently. Now, inside tolerance, you're fine. At the 2/32 limit, the coupling absorbs about 3 extra revolutions per mile, and it's engineered to shrug that off. This is not a car that needs 4 new tires every time one loses a few thousandths. It's a car with a published line and a drivetrain that punishes you for living on the wrong side of it. And here's the uncomfortable part. Nothing in the car will warn you. TPMS watches pressure, not diameter. The first symptom when it finally comes shows up somewhere embarrassing, like a parking garage. Here's what's actually failing while everything still feels normal. On CVT Subarus, that's most of them since around 2010, the all-wheel drive handoff lives at the back of the linear-tronic transmission, a stack of friction plates running in transmission fluid, clamped by hydraulic pressure. That's the active torque split clutch. It's a wet clutch, which means the fluid is both its blood and its cooling system. Feed that clutch a permanent speed difference, and it never fully locks or fully rests. It micro-slips continuously. The fluid runs hotter than it was designed to. Hot fluid oxidizes and loses its friction properties. The plates start to glaze, the way brake pads glaze when you clutch grabs and releases unevenly. Now the damage feeds itself, mismatch or no mismatch. Manual transmission Subarus die differently. The viscous coupling is a sealed drum of silicone fluid and perforated plates. It's designed to stiffen momentarily when the axles disagree. Keep it stiffened all day, every day, and the silicone overheats and changes character permanently. A cooked viscous unit can fail locked. Front and rear axles chained together with no give at all. That one has a name you'll never forget once you felt it. And no, this isn't warranty work. Tire mismatch damage is chalked up to owner maintenance, and if the shop documents 4 different tread depths on the lift, that conversation is over before it starts. So what are you supposed to do when one tire picks up a nail at 40,000 miles and the other 3 are half worn? You're not buying 4 tires. This is where the $30 comes in. Situation 1. One tire is destroyed, nail, sidewall, pothole, and the other 3 are still healthy. You do not need a new set. You need one new tire of the exact same model and a service called tire shaving. A shop mounts your new tire on a lathe and machines tread off until it matches the depth of your other 3. Sounds like sacrilege. Costs about $25 to $40, and it's exactly what the all-wheel drive system needs, 4 equal circumferences. Here's the catch. Walk into an average tire chain and say, "Shave this tire," and you'll get a blank stare. Tire Rack will shave a tire for around $35 and ship it ready to mount. That's the easy button. Race and performance shops shave tires routinely. The phrase to use is, "I need this shaved to match my remaining tread." It's a Subaru. Measure your best remaining tire, which brings up the real scam because it's not the dealer demanding 4 tires. It's the corner shop that happily sells you 1 tire for your Subaru. No questions asked, no measurement taken. That shop just pocketed $150 and handed you a slow drivetrain failure. The shop that walks out with a tread gauge and checks your other 3 corners before selling you anything, that's the shop you keep for life. Situation 3. The donut. Yes, the temporary spare is smaller than your road tires by design, and yes, that's a mismatch. It's fine because it's temporary. Keep it under 50 miles per hour, drive gently, and make it days, not weeks. If you have an older automatic, check your fuse box lid. Many of them have a marked FWD fuse that disconnects the rear axle exactly for this situation. Most CVT era cars dropped it. On those, the speed and distance rules are the protection. What kills couplings isn't the dis-on until payday. One more question people ask. Can I at least replace tires in pairs like a normal car? On a Subaru, only if the remaining pair still measures within 30 seconds of the new ones, and by the time you're tire shopping, it usually doesn't. A front-to-rear circumference gap loads the center coupling exactly the same as one odd tire. Measure first. If the old pair is outside the window, it's shave-a-by a tread depth gauge. $3 fits in the glove box, no batteries. Once a month, push it into the center groove of each tire and read 4 numbers. Write them in your phone. That's the routine. Those 4 numbers are the entire early warning system for a $1,500 component. The warning light Subaru never installed. No gauge handy. A quarter held upside down in the groove. If the tread doesn't reach Washington's head, you're at 430 seconds or below and shopping anyway. A penny to Lincoln's head is 230 seconds. The legal wear bar. Coins tell you when tires are dying. Only the gauge tells you whether they match. And on this car, matching is the game. Now the habit that makes mismatch nearly impossible. Rotation every 6,000 miles. That's every oil change. Same lift, same visit, often $20 or free with ear evenly across all 4 corners, so your set ages as a set. Owners who rotate on schedule basically never face the one new tire dilemma because no single corner ever gets ahead of the others. It also means all 4 tires reach the end together. You replace as a set at the natural time, which is exactly what the drivetrain wants anyway. Pressure is part of this too, and not just for fuel economy. An underinflated tire runs on a smaller effective circumference. A soft corner is a slow motion mismatch, and it chews its own shoulders down faster, which makes the mismatch permanent. once a month. Cold tires, set all 4 to the placard number on the driver's door jamb, not the number on the tire sidewall, the door jamb. Last piece, if one corner of the car keeps wearing faster than the rest. Inside edge feathered, outside shoulder gone. That's alignment, usually a curb strike or a pothole souvenir. Fix the alignment before you buy rubber, or the new tire joins the mismatch race on day 1. 4 numbers, once a month. A rotation with FF the door jamb. That's the whole defense, 20 seconds at a time. And when you do end up at the tire counter, there are 2 lines on the invoice that can make everything in this video somebody else's problem. Line 1, road hazard coverage. On most cars, it's the add-on you waive off, $15 to $25 a tire. On a Subaru, the math flips completely. A nail at 30,000 miles on an ordinary car costs you 1 tire. On your car, it threatens the whole set, unless it's covered, in which case the replacement is free and your only job is getting it shaved to match. That small line item is drivetrain insurance wearing a tire store name tag. Line 2, the mileage warranty. Most quality tires carry 50, 60, 70,000 miles. If the set wears out early and evenly, and you can show rotation record word the next set, which is the second reason those rotation receipts matter. They're not just maintenance, they're evidence. 2 more habits while your wallet's out. Buy them the same batch and keep the install date. A match set aging together is the whole strategy. And when a shop quotes you 1 tire for your Subaru, ask them to measure the other 3 before you say yes. Hing about that shop. Add it all up. A $3 gauge, a $35 shave when fate demands it, maybe $80 of road hazard spread across a set. Total exposure under $120 across years of ownership against a $1,500 to $8,000 drivetrain repair. This is the cheapest insurance in all of Subaru ownership, S for months and years, usually without ever checking a tread depth in their lives. That's not you anymore. Here's the self-test. Find an empty parking lot, windows down, radio off. Turn the wheel to full lock and crawl in a tight circle. Walking pace, do it both directions. You're feeling for hop, shudder, a rhythmic drag, the sensation of the car binding against itself mid-turn. Smooth both ways. Your coupling is almost certainly healthy. If your tires measure more than 2 30 seconds apart right now, the order of operations is fix the tires first, shave the odd one, or replace what the math says, because fluid and repairs mean nothing while the cause is still bolted to the car. Then, on a CVT car, have the transmission fluid inspected. Fluid that's been running hot turns dark and smells burnt, and a drain and fill after a mismatch period is cheap insurance for the clutch pack that's been absorbing the abuse. If you did feel binding in the parking lot, not a chain store, and use the words torque bind and I ran mismatched tires. Precise symptoms get precise diagnosis. Caught early. Matched tires plus fresh fluid sometimes brings a grumpy clutch pack back. Ignored, the grinding continues, even driving straight, and the repair quote grows a digit. Buy 4 if it isn't. 3. Rotate every 6,000 miles so the set ages together and the question never comes up. Now I want to know something. Go measure tonight, gauge, or a quarter if that's what's in the console, and come back and post your spread in the comments. Best tire, worst tire, in 30 seconds. Some of you are going to find a gap you didn't know you had, and your comment will be the reason somebody else checks their own driveway. I read everyone. And if this video changed how you think about heat and that clutch pack, the next one is mandatory. The CVT in your Subaru has a list of things it silently hates, and most owners do at least 2 of them every week. Watch 6 things you should never do in a CVT Subaru next, because the tires were only the beginning of what nobody tells you at the counter.